My wife is AT4 paraplegic and has been for about a year and a half. We haven't had any sex since she became this way, and recently she asked me if I'd be interested in trying to have sex, and I said I'd love to. Everything seemed to be fine, actually. While we were having sex, I asked her if she was enjoying herself, and she said she was. I thought she was enjoying it. Afterwards, I asked her how she felt, and she told me that she couldn't really feel anything sexually besides me kissing on her, but that she enjoyed seeing me enjoy myself with her. This honestly hurt me a little bit, as she couldn't enjoy herself sexually, and now it feels as if I just took advantage of her. I feel like a monster. Please like and subscribe to support the channel. Commenter 1. Please do not discredit how much this meant to her. She clearly told you how much she enjoyed seeing you enjoy yourself. Being close to you and sharing with you intimately clearly meant a lot to her. Not everything has to be sexual fulfillment. You did not take advantage of her. You share with her with consent something very meaningful. Love her, touch her. Appreciate the wonderful gift she was able to give you in return. I don't mean to discredit her in any way. I do try to show her as much affection as possible, from emotional things to physical things. If she enjoyed it, then we could try again if she'd want to, but this would take some time to get used to. Commenter 2. I'm sure this is a situation that would benefit from a little bit of therapy. You both sound like you are trying to take care of each other's needs, but your needs have drastically changed. Even if she's enjoying it differently than she used to, it could be the most normal and loved she's felt since it happened. Listen to what she is saying. Don't try to read something else into it. Commenter 3. Who does most of the cooking in the house? I'm assuming that with your wife's disability, you have stepped in to make most of the meals. Do you like making meals for her? Do you like it when she enjoys your cooking? Do you feel fulfilled when you make her happy through your effort? Now imagine if you prepared a meal for her, and she refused to eat because she felt guilty for not making any meals for you. My point is, not everything is 50-50ths, and even when it is, it's not all the time and in all things. You do something for her and feel good about yourself. Let her do something for you, so she can feel good about herself. But don't do it for her. Actually enjoy it. Go wild. Trust me, the more you get into it, the more she'll enjoy it. She wants to feel like she can still blow your mind in the bedroom. Commenter 4. As I am unsure how you guys had sex and all, maybe it would make you feel better if you did more foreplay like kissing and stuff, since she can feel that. And then after the sex, maybe cuddling and stuff that she can feel. I'm not sure what a T4 paraplegic can feel, so I can't really be like try this specifically, but maybe my advice can help you feel a little better about it. Maybe ask her if there is stuff you can do for her that she could feel, as it would make you enjoy it a lot more to be able to do stuff that made her feel good. Again, I'm not too sure, but I hope I am able to help you out a little bit. Also, edit, you shouldn't feel bad, as she is a consenting adult. As long as if whenever she says no, you are willing to stop and try to make her feel better, you shouldn't feel bad because it's her choice to make. Commenter 5. Her pleasure was being able to please you and being able to see you enjoy her as a woman. I can't speak for your wife, but if I had an injury that caused me to become paraplegic and I thought I could no longer have sex with my husband, my greatest fear would be for him to leave me due to my injuries. And if he was to give it to me like nothing ever happened and enjoy himself like he did before, I would feel a little bit more like the old me than the new me. Hope folks can understand my point of view. It made sense to me, lol. I understand where you are speaking from. I realize that I may be too deep in my head, and if it means that much to her, then we can make this more common, but honestly, it will take some time to get used to intimacy again. Commenter 6. I suggest talking to your partner and seeing what new things you can do to bring her pleasure. It seems to me like you feel like you're taking advantage of her because you feel like you're not able to reciprocate the physical intimacy. Maybe try kissing her neck and blowing softly by her ears. Learn her working erogenous zones and find new ways to include them. It can be fun, too, like using a feather or playing a game of copying the kisses on each other. Penetrative sex isn't the only way to orgasm. Being an enthusiastic partner, having fun, and paying attention to what feels good for her would probably help you feel better about this. Hang in there. New normals don't always have to be bad. You may even learn new ways to be closer. Yes, this conversation will happen very soon. Commenter 7. Your feelings are also valid. You are also a part of this. It must be so destabilizing to you that this is what has happened, and this is now what you are left with. Intimacy is such a reciprocal act. You want to be able to give pleasure, not just receive. It's normal to have complicated and conflicted feelings about this. Perhaps you are already in therapy. If not, then I would really consider going to individual as well as couples therapy. You also have experienced trauma by having a partner's life completely change in such a dramatic way. Commenter 8. I do think you're in your head, and maybe you should talk to your wife about how she felt and how it made you feel. Communication is always the key to a great marriage. I hope you're both able to have a healthy conversation and a long, happy marriage. A friend of mine was on vacation with her husband and his family. His sister had just had a baby and his mom was driving. On the way back home, his mom started getting sleepy but didn't bother to tell anyone. She continued to drive and fell asleep behind the wheel. My friend unbuckled her seatbelt to grab the baby when the accident happened. She saved the baby but became paraplegic. When she was released from the hospital, she tried to go home and found out her husband moved another woman in and had moved her stuff to her parents' house. He told her he couldn't be with her because she couldn't walk anymore and refused to take care of her the rest of his life. We tried to keep her spirits high, but she was extremely depressed and suicidal after moving back home. It was tough talking to her and visiting her. She's doing physical therapy now and is happy with her life. I think what you're doing is truly heartwarming. I wish my friend's husband would have shown the type of love and commitment you are with your wife. You really have no clue how much these moments may mean to her. I understand. This would be a conversation to be had when the time is right. Also, I'm happy to hear that your friend is enjoying life now. Commenter 9. She probably enjoyed the love and intimacy. She said she enjoyed it. Believe her. I do believe my wife. I'm just in my head. I'm not using that as an excuse, but I just want to make it clear. Commenter 10. I'm willing to bet she doesn't feel that desirable anymore, and this was really good for her. Don't feel B. Please like and subscribe to support the channel.